How to make a room seem bigger. It's not unusual to want your home to feel bigger and roomier than it is. Maybe you want your studio apartment not to feel so small. Maybe you want your small house to feel a little bigger. Maybe you hope your mansion will feel like the larger mansion that's next door. Whatever brings you to this desire, here are some tips that will make your home seem bigger. Hi, I'm Mark Renner from Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. Welcome to Mark in the Mornings. I am known as Mr. Omaha. That's my logo in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. I've been voted the outstanding agent in Omaha twice, and I was recently honored by the Omaha Area Board of Realtors as being a legend in real estate. Today, we want to talk about how to make a room seem bigger. Get smaller stuff. Wow, this tip is brought to you by Captain Obvious. But just because the good captain has a knack for stating the obvious doesn't mean that he's wrong. Your sprawling couch might have been great for your last house, but maybe a love seat is more appropriate for your new home. Do you really need a kitchen table that seats 12, or would a smaller table work just as well? As we said, this may seem obvious, maybe even silly, that the experts agree on this one. Number 2, light, light, light. Here's a tip that most people don't know. Bring in light from the south. If your home is fortunate enough to have the back of it face south, that's great. But if it doesn't, try a skylight. I did this on my own house. I put in a big skylight that was on the south sloping side of my roof, and then tunneled it into the middle of my great room, and it really lit up the room. I didn't need to have any lights on most of the time because there was so much natural light in the room just from that skylight to the south. South works this way. Yes, we all know the sun goes from the east to the west, but in the wintertime, when the days are shorter and you want more light in your house, the sun crosses from the east to the west, but in the southern part of the sky. Therefore, as much southern exposure to windows and skylights, the more lighter your home is going to feel, because darker spaces feel smaller and lighter spaces feel bigger. Well, you probably can't install floor-to-ceiling windows, and if you can, do it. There are ways to fill a space with light and make it seem better. As I said, install a skylight, paint your walls and your ceilings in light colors, and replace a dark rug with a light one or light wood flooring. And use more electric light, particularly floor lamps, to keep areas bright. Any of these methods will brighten up and make a room seem bigger. Use stripes. This advice you've heard about clothing applies to rooms too. Vertical stripes on a wall help a room seem taller, and a striped rug with the stripes running in the room's longest dimension will make a room feel longer. Pull furniture away from the walls. This one is counterintuitive, and you have to see it to believe it. When you pull your furniture, couches, chairs, tables, away from the wall slightly, it creates the illusion of spaciousness. This hack sends the subconscious message. This room is so large that things don't need to be put right up against the wall. And mirror, mirror on the wall. It's not about vanity. It's about the illusion of space. A mirror on the wall in a room can give the feeling of more space because when you see its reflection, it shows another whole room. The larger the mirror, the more dramatic the effect. That said, remember to keep it tasteful. Too large and it'll start to feel weird. Pick furniture that shows some leg. Choose the couch with exposed legs rather than legs that are covered up. Choose the dresser with legs rather than the one that sits on the ground. Put your bed on a simple frame rather than letting it sit on the ground. Seeing underneath furniture with exposed legs help a room feel bigger because of the space between the floor and the furniture. And invest in full-length curtains. When you're choosing curtains for your windows, use floor-length curtains even if the windows aren't huge. Full-length curtains draw the eye upward and create the impression of height even in a small space. Number 8, build high shelves. While we're on the subject of drawing the eye upward, consider building a shelf higher on a wall and putting your books on it. Like floor-length curtains, a high shelf draws an eye upward and helps the small space seem bigger. And number 9, keep more things hidden away with storage. Remember how your grandmother had her glass animals, her mug collection, her fine china, and her 153 thimbles on display? Remember how, although you loved her dearly, her house always felt a little claustrophobic. The more things that you leave visible in your home, particularly smaller spaces, smaller items like books, DVDs, knickknacks, office supplies, etc., the more cluttered it will feel. To make your home feel larger, keep more things inside drawers, closets, and in storage, wherever they won't be just one more thing taking up space. I invite you to go to my website at markrenner.com. My contact information is scrolling below. There you see some videos on COVID-19, the real estate market, and click on special reports. And go to that section and you'll see all kinds of special reports that I have written on what to do when you're buying a house, what to do when you're selling a house, mortgages, builders, all that type of information. Click on however many reports you want and I will mail them to you or email them to you because I have them in a digital format. Or just give me an email, mark@markrenner.com, or give me a phone call, 402-690-1687. This is Mark in the Morning saying thank you for watching. Have a great day and be safe.